everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and I'm here for a very exciting week. It is Love Notions October sale week. It started yesterday. You should have seen my short yesterday, continuing through to the end of Friday. But guys, everything in the store is 40% off with the exception of the cargo pants, the newest pattern release. But everything else, including the classes, are all 40% off right now. And if you use my code Whitney10, it's a new code because we're in a new quarter, Whitney10 gets you an additional 10% off the sale price. So it will take 40% off the price of the pattern, and then it'll take an additional 10% off that price. So it's not quite 50% off total, but Whitney10 will get you an additional 10% off the sale price. So hopefully you saw yesterday's short. If you started shopping, I've got a really fun video today, and then I've got a really fun one on Friday as well to kind of inspire you as we're going through sale week. This is always such a fun time. Okay, so today, joking. Today we are going to go through 5 ways to take a sundress into fall. So to wear a sundress in the fall months. I had so much fun filming this. I have a social media manager that is helping me. So if you've noticed, my social media has gotten a lot better, like my posts and reels and stuff. That is not me, that is Marissa. I have hired her just to help take that off my plate because posting on social media can be very stressful. It's just a lot of extra content that has to be created. So she is doing that for me, which is lovely. Anyway, hopefully you saw that short that she helped me put together yesterday, as well as a reel on Instagram. But I had a lot of fun putting together the reel for today as well. I do enjoy filming the little bits and pieces and then sending it off to her to then put it into something pretty and then we can post it. Anyway, I had a lot of fun putting together some ways to wear this. So let's talk about my sundress really quickly before we get into 5 different ways that we can style it. So this is the Love Notions Tempo Sundress, obviously 40% off right now, and you may not even be thinking about this one right now because it's a sundress. So we're out of the summer months, unless you're in the northern or the southern hemisphere, then you're getting ready to go into those warmer months. But this is such a good pattern, and there are so many ways that you can wear it into the fall. I just made this one for myself this past summer and knew that I wanted to be able to pair it with a few different ways to go into the fall because I'm obsessed with this fabric. It's bright, it's colorful. I'm really leaning towards dopamine dressing, especially as we go into the darker months of the year. Just to help keep my mood elevated and to keep, the happiness in my dressing every day. And this dress definitely ticks those boxes. So this is the Tempo Sundress. This is the midi length, so it's got the tier on the bottom. You guys have seen this. I made this and showed it off on the channel, gosh, maybe in July or June. Anyway, I've been worn it a ton this summer, and again, excited to dress it up into fall. I have pockets in mine. I have used a cotton sateen from Minerva. This is a Minerva exclusive print. I'll have it linked down below. So it's one of their prints you can only get at Minerva. And this was my first time trying their cotton sateen base. Love it. It's very comparable to a really nice cotton lawn. It's really beautiful. So this pattern does feature the shirring in the back, but there is an option to do elastic channels back there if you are scared of shirring and don't want to try and tackle that. But it makes it very stretchy, easy to get on and off, easy to wear, and easy to layer over things, which is what I have done both over and under. So that is kind of the dress in a nutshell and kind of what we're working with, the base pattern we're working with. So obviously I have it paired for summer here in this first picture. But let's talk about ways we can then take this sundress and move it into the cooler months. So obviously you can do one of 2 things. You can layer something under it or you can put something over it. So I have done 3 different ways you can put something over it and 2 different ways where you can wear something under it. And hopefully you'll find these inspiring. Even if you have a sundress in your own wardrobe that you're wanting to take into fall, hopefully these tips will help you do that no matter what your sundress is. All right, so for look 1, I decided to first start with things that we could pair over. So for the first one, you will see this is my new shacket that I just bought secondhand. Love this. I think this is a really great way to make this casual. So I could see myself wearing this to a soccer game. My son plays on a a soccer or football club. So it's travel, and I met a lot of soccer games. But my shacket happens to be one of the colors of his team, which makes this really easy. So I'm seeing this like Sunday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, just a way to throw the shacket over it, have a little bitty my little crossbody, which I got off Amazon, just an olive green, as a little bag to make it easy. And then my new platform Gazelle, Adidas Gazelle bolds that, I think just kind of complete this outfit. One of the best things about this dress is that there are so many colors that I can pull into other accessories and stuff to really get the most out of my wardrobe. And I would say all of the colors in this, are in my color palette, because even the purples and the pinks are warmer. Like this is a pretty good representation of my color palette. So I can pretty much pull any of the colors from this and have some really good looks. But I love the way that that kind of makes it a little bit more casual, kind of that same sundress feeling, but obviously with layers to keep me warm as I'm sitting outside. This would be great for walking around an art fair. Those are happening right now, fall festivals, that sort of thing. Okay, look number 2, or way number 2, that we can easily pair this is obviously with a blazer over it. This is my, and this is a little bit of print mixing. I did some print mixing here, folks, and that is not normally my go-to, but I really like the way both of these worked out. So if you're going into a casual office situation, you could totally pull off this outfit with this. A great way to wear a sundress. This is my Metro blazer, which also is 40% off right now, that I've put over it in a kind of a rust and black plaid. It comes across as being a dark brown, just because of that rusty brown color with the black, but it does have a subtle a plaid that's going on there. Love my Metro blazers. If you don't have that one yet, you definitely need to grab it in the sale. I'm sure everyone that watches my channel has probably, if they wanted it, have grabbed it now because I talk so much about it. But it is such a good knit blazer pattern, and it dresses everything up. But pairing that with a little bit more structured bag, such as my Michael Kors bag that I've had forever, like 5 or 6 years. I got it for Christmas a little bit ago. And then with a platform loafer, makes this whole look a little bit more office appropriate. I mean, it depends on your office, obviously, right? Like if you're a lawyer and you're supposed to be wearing suits, this probably won't cut it. But if you're in a business casual situation, I think you could definitely pull this off in an office situation. Or, you know, if you've got any kind of meetings that you need to go to, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, like a PEO meeting or PTO, that was PTO meeting, or you know, a lunch with friends where you just want to be a little bit more polished. I think that this is a great way to wear the sundress into the fall. And then the third way that I've picked, I also feel like this makes a very casual and like an easy way to wear this. Again, maybe not soccer games because the colors don't go quite as well for the soccer. You know, I've got to support the spirit wear. But again, walking around fall festivals, art fairs, even to church. My church is a little bit more casual with the way that people dress. I typically wear nicer things, but this could definitely be like a Saturday night church outfit if we decided to go on Saturday nights, a date with my husband. But what I've done here is I've put my boat neck striped t-shirt over it, and then I pulled it up because I wanted to give myself some semblance of a waist. So I pulled it up front, put a hair tie around it. So I made like a little ponytail with the bottom of the shirt, and then just tucked that up underneath. And it gave me a cropped shirt, a very easy way to do that. And then I've got it paired with my brown Madewell bag that has the leopard. I have a lot of print mixing actually going on with this that makes I switched straps on my Madewell purse. So now that's my fall and winter strap with the leopard print, and then pairing with a pair of ballet flats. These are my Vivea green ballet flats. I think it all really works for a nice little casual way to wear this. And now the dress looks more like a skirt, especially with that t-shirt over it. I really liked this outfit. This was a fun one for me to put together. All right, and now I have 2 ways that you can put things underneath it to take it even into winter if you wanted to. Now, I'm not wearing tights with any of these, but you totally could to even add another layer of warmth up underneath this cotton dress. But for the first look that I've got here, I just have it paired over a thin turtleneck. This is in the merino jersey from the fabric store, and I have paired it, or made it with the Hepburn turtleneck actually from Itch to Stitch, but this could just as easily be the Arlington turtleneck from Love Notions as well. also on sale. But it's just a nice fitted turtleneck or polo neck, however you want to call that, that works really well as a layering piece. I like it in the kind of the dusty olive green that I've got going on. It kind of tones the dress down just a little bit and makes it a little bit more moodier, especially paired with my Oxblood boots underneath. I think that this is a very easy way to carry this into the cooler months. But then I've got it with my mustard bag. So we got to still have that bright pop of color. And my new mustard bag that I grabbed in Italy pulls from this kind of mustardy marigold color that's in the dress. So I think that that is I've got to have my bold pop of color. And with a neutral olive and then my neutral kind of Oxblood boots, I needed the pop of color. So there you have it on that one. Okay, and then finally, the final look that I've put together is I have paired a button-up shirt underneath it. This one was kind of outside of the box for me a little bit because I don't want things to get too bulky, especially in my upper body, and obviously a button-up is a little bulkier than, say, a fitted turtleneck. But I really like the way that this turned out. I think this is another way that you could dress it up a little bit and make it more business casual. I think it works great with I've got it on with my little sock booties that are they're kind of new to me. They're like a dusty pink, but they kind of match my skin tone. So that elongates the leg and I don't get a hard line, even though it's a booty, too bad of a hard line there at my leg when I'm wearing it. Obviously I could put tights on with this if I needed to kind of warm things up, but it's just a great way to, I don't know, add a little polish and make it a little bit more classic. And then, of course, I've got to go with my pop of color and grab my Teddy Blake bag for this one because, again, you can pull all colors. My very colorful purse collection has come in quite handy with pulling colors from this dress, but I just love the way that those pair, and the Teddy Blake bag is a little more structured and a little more traditional cut, and I think that paired well with my shirt that I had on, the button-up shirt that I had on underneath it. So there you go, folks. That is 5 ways that you can take a sundress into the fall and really into the winter as well. There's a whole bunch of other ways that you could do this. These were 5 that just came to me pretty quickly, and I'm sure there are 100 other ways that I could pair things in my closet to take this dress into the colder months. So do the same. Play around in your closet, especially if you work with a color palette. Not that you have to necessarily have your colors done. I had my colors done by Color Guru. I do have a 10% off code for that. I'll leave it down below if you're interested. I've found it very helpful in both my shopping and my sewing because I just work in that color palette. Everything goes together. I don't get overwhelmed looking at other colors that aren't going to look as good on me. I find it to be very helpful. But even if you don't have your colors done professionally, I always suggest working from some sort of color palette, even if it's something that you've put together yourself, just colors that you love. That way, your whole closet goes together, and it makes doing things like taking something into the colder months much easier because you've got just more cohesive closet all together. Okay, guys, that is all I have for today. Have some fun shopping the Love Notions sale. I will be back on Friday, and we're going to talk about some fall trends and how we can translate fall trends with Love Notions patterns. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again on Friday. Bye.